Hey everyone, so this video is going to be about dots. So the tactical games going into 2023 are going to allow the use of red dots in every division except for the elite division. So the tactical division was the one that was the only one that was allowed. And then during the national championships, that was called the occupational division, which basically it was the same thing, except that you had to be law enforcement or military to compete in the occupational, but the rules were the same. So that means that intermediate and all masters, along with the tactical, are going to allow the use of red dots. So I went ahead and put on a dot on one of my pistols. So I have this Glock 34. It's a Gen 4 34 that I bought as an MOS option with the intent of putting a red dot on it before I even started competing in the tactical games. And I never mounted a dot because I started competing in the tactical games and you weren't allowed to use dots. So the pistols I've been using up to this point, which I did use this pistol and then I let my wife use it after I bought a Staccato XL. And so I'm going to start playing around with dots, trying to use them, get more acquainted with them for the possible chance of using them. So I actually use this exact same dot for my duty pistol at work. It's a holosun 509T. So it is a totally enclosed housing. So the emitter doesn't have the chance of getting clogged up with debris or water. So for those who don't know, I'm a fire investigator. So I am constantly going into buildings with lots of debris, lots of foreign debris that's in the air, constantly cleaning away scenes. And so we went with the enclosed emitter for that option, so you didn't have to worry about the emitter getting clogged or any issues with that. So in staying with that same optic that I use for work, I went with it and put it on this Glock here. So the things that I've changed out on this one, obviously I added the red dot, the holosun. I put a Wilson Combat barrel in it. Didn't really see a whole lot of advantage there. And then I put a Timney Alpha Glock trigger in there, which has been probably well, I haven't used the dot yet, but that's been a huge improvement for accuracy. So going through how you installed it, I installed a C&H Precision 509T adapter plate for the MOS system. So with that, the first thing you got to do is you got to take off the cover, and you need to clean the surface and all the screws with some sort of acetone or any kind of rubbing alcohol, anything that will have a high flash point, so it'll kind of help degrease anything that you got. So with that, you're then going to apply the plate to the top of the slide, and they give you 2 stainless steel screws. And what I did is I used Vibrotite VC3, and what you do is you have to apply that to the screws and let it sit and cure for about 15 minutes. So once you apply the Vibrotite to the screw, you have to let it sit. Come back in 15 minutes, and I applied the screws, and you need to torque them down to 10 inch-pounds. Once those are torqued, then what I did is I applied, per the instructions of C&H Precision, take an oil-based pen, and they wanted you to do your witness marks, but they also wanted you to completely fill around the screws with that oil-based pen. So I did it. And then I let that sit for just a few minutes so the witness marks and the oil was dry. And then I applied the red dot to the plate and I torqued it down to 25 inch-pounds per the instructions. And then again, I put another witness mark. Now this time I didn't go fully around the screw, I just put a witness mark across. So that's basically the installation of the red dot. As you can see, I have some Dawson Precision sights on here. They're not set up to look through the red dot. So what I'm probably going to swap these out for are some continuous precision irons, and they are made specifically to work with red dots and to look just barely above and not take up too much room on the window. So if you just go with just suppressor height sights, they can go a little bit higher than you really need. And I have found that the continuous precision sights work really well and just getting just high enough to where you can use them for whatever reason in case your dot goes out, battery goes out, whatever could possibly happen, right? So this is just the installation video, just real quick, showing you how I mounted it and what I used. So I recently purchased the multitasker twist, so that definitely helped me. I started using this, helped me get into taking off all the screws, and it's a cool range tool that I started using so far. It has some other features in there. I'll give it its own review because I think it deserves it. But I also have a multitasker M4 tool that goes into the buttstock of my rifle. So that's going to be other reviews. But I really enjoyed using that tool. It helped out a lot. And then I ended up torquing it down with just a torquing wrench, my fat wrench from Wheeler. So that's it. So if you have any questions on how this went, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, and keep watching for some more reviews and other installation and other just cool videos, right? So appreciate you watching, and we'll see you again next time.